Okay, so this deck profile is mainly from my notes because I got to take the Invoked engine out to start playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. So this is what we were testing for August. This is Invoked, Shaddoll, Dragma. And this is my personal list that I've been playing based off of the OCG, concepts like that. Guys, check out our friends at tradingcardmint.com down below in the description. Enter MCO40 on checkout. Save a little bit of money on your purchase. We are way ahead in the future here. Crush Card definitely made me get to that stage where we had to start keeping me entertained. So August, we get these cool Dragma cards. Also, disregard the print quality on these. These are also getting upgraded to look much better. And I also got to say thank you, Almanac, for always making the best proxies that you see out there for showcasing for these off of Wiki. So, I play triple copies of Ecclesia. So, if there's a monster on the field that was from the extra deck, you can special this from your hand. Unfortunately, she locks your extra, which we don't care. Also, she cannot be destroyed by monsters from the extra deck, which is Value Town. Alright, like, the amount of times you just set this up in defense mode and your opponent looks at you and goes, oh, crap, is really bad. But when this card is normal or special, you can add a Dragma card from your deck to your hand, except for herself. So the big thing that we do with this is just our Stratos. On a 15k buy, they can't be destroyed by things from the extra deck. Also, she specials herself, and then she locks the extra. But that's cool. Doesn't matter. All right, we play 2 copies of Maximus. Now, the problem with playing Maximus is, unfortunately, players are adapting towards things that hurt this deck. So cool things that you can do. Okay, so first up, let me say Maximus. So you can special summon this card from your hand by banishing a monster that exceeds Synchro, something from the extra deck. Banish it from the graveyard to summon this, alright? This is a 15 3k body. Alright, let's think it. You're on a 3k defense. Once per turn, you can drop 2 cards from your extra deck to make your opponent drop 2 things from the extra deck. You know what that means? You get Elder Entity Ints, you get access to this, you get access to Ashen, to Search. But the thing that kills this is when your opponent starts dropping things from their extra deck during your day. Like dropping a Nova, Cyber Dragon Nova, gets them an Infinity, dropping the Chimera Flagio, gets them a Super Poly on their turn. So this will be metagame reliant at certain points if you want to go down this path. Because as soon as your opponent starts dropping stuff out of the extra deck, your day is going to be ruined. But this card does get really disgusting later on. Also, they can drop totally awesome. That's fine. We also play this card. I love this card. Fleur de Lis. Oh my god. So, if there's a monster special from the extra deck on the field, that's either fields. Quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Also, if you control a face-up Dragma card, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field and negate its effects until the end of this turn. Alright, and when your Dragma monster declares an attack, you're going to have all face-up Dragma monster control gain 500 attack. And that's a permanent boost, by the way. So when she swings, she goes to 3k, alright? And she's on a negate, alright? And the negate and the summon happen simultaneously, alright? Like, your opponent cannot BS, try to like, no, you can't negate. No, as long as the conditions are met and you have this, and, you know, there was something on the field that was special from the extra deck. So, like, to get the special from the hand, there has to be something from the extra deck. The negate with the Dragma. As long as those conditions are met, you get this huge thing. Also, if you know you're pushing with multiples of these up 2k, 2k, 3k, alright? Like, I cannot stress that power increase enough. It's really good. Now, that's your Dragma engine. If something happens to this engine, this is where I cry. So, we do the whole normal summon Alistair. You go into the Almirage, and you go into this. So basically, when you invocation off for this, you have the Almirage loaded into the graveyard so that you can banish to special summon this guy. And that's really important. You need to have the extra deck drop loaded up for this. And you all get it off of the normal summon Alistair. Super easy to do. All my friends have watched me play this deck 3 times, and they have it down. The deck is super linear. It's super easy. We have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. I like my control hand traps. These could probably... no, you're playing these. Let me play 2 copies of Effect Veiler. Alright, I chose Veiler over something like Nibiru because this, combined with your imperms and things, usually get you to where you need to be. Like, you should not have a problem with resolving stuff. So, this is no problem whatsoever. Spells, we have triple copies of Disciples of Nadir. Drop 1 from your extra deck, search for a Dragma monster. Alright, it's a lot of text just to say that's literally what it is. So you send 1 monster from your extra deck to the graveyard to add 1 Dragma monster or 1 alias the Nullius Felis whose attack is equal to or lower than the sent monster from your deck or graveyard. Keep in mind that this does include graveyard. There will be some grind games where you're just out of resources. So free. I don't even need to tell you how good this is. Like, this is the package. Like, so good. Triple Called by the Grave. No explanation needed here. And then we have this stupid card. I hate this card. This card is broken. This is called Shaddoll Rook. Alright, so Rook is like the light magi taught me a couple things with this. So, during the main phase, you can fusion summon 1 Shaddoll fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials listed from your field or graveyard, but cannot attack directly. Then you can send 1 monster opponent controls with the same attribute as the summoned monster to the graveyard. Okay, so what are we doing here? How are we getting to this? Because there are no Shaddoll monsters in my deck. So what ends up happening here? And this is, we're a little bit ahead of where we need to be here, because I still need to explain a couple things. So it all revolves around this guy. Okay, so Maximus has the effect to send 2 cards from your extra deck to the graveyard. So what ends up happening is you drop the Apocalone, and you typically drop the Ashen Dragon here. Now, what ends up happening here is during the end phase, you get to add a Dragma card from your deck to your hand or special summon it. So this sets up your dark. And then the Apocalone has the effect of when it is sent to the graveyard. I'm terrible with her name. She searches for this. So, since we dropped both of these off of Maximus here, it would appear that a Shaddoll monster has now found its way into our graveyard. This card's whole existence in life is just to get to the Rook. And I will say that the value that you generate off of this card is insanity. Literally, this deck, and you guys will probably hear me make reference to this much later because we're way far ahead here. You typically set up the Macabre with this on the field, and your opponent's going to Dark Rule and no more you. Well, the cheese thing is you typically make the window post Dark Rule or no more. You don't necessarily shotgun this. So basically, you set up to stun your opponent ASAP. And Rook does all that for you. Then we have 2 copies of Punishment. I don't even know why this card exists. This is another broken card. So target 1 face of monster your opponent controls. Okay? Send 1 monster whose attack is equal to or greater from your extra deck to the graveyard. If you do, destroy the target. Also, you cannot special soul summon from the extra deck until the end of your next turn. Downside to this is it does lock your extra. Hey, we don't care. Because typically we can go Rook, make the window, and then we have the punishment loaded up in case they try to go mess with the window. Free real estate, as they say. Now, I always love my stun concepts, so we're playing Triple Judgment, Triple Strike, and we're on Triple Imperm, because I want to be as safe as I possibly can. I love the fact that this is basically a stun deck. Alright, extra deck. 1 good card, because dropping this to search is absurd. 1 construct, and 1 copy of Winda. This is my Shaddoll package. Isn't it really cute? This makes me happy. This is so good. Alright, Invoked cards. Alright, so we have our Dogmatika, because this comes up. Our One Perka Trio, and I need to find where my German copy of this went. This comes up sometimes. It's not all that grand. Basically, it's destruction for us to step over. It's fine. So there's that. Alright, we have triple copies of the Ashen Dragon, because end phase searches are good, plus dark. You could probably change out one of these for something else. I haven't thought of anything to mess with yet. I'm still in the very beta stages of this. One Secure and one Almirage. And then we have 2 Elder Entity Ints and 1 Omega. So Omega lets you reset things from your extra deck if need be. And Ints just turns Maximus into shots. Also, under punishment, these are an extra destruction, depending on how things go. So, very, very powerful. It's actually, once again, free real estate. Inscober. So, that is Dragma Invoked for the very early stages of if nothing happens to Invoked. So, guys, please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. This is mainly just notes from myself. Check out friends.tradingcardmint.com down below, enter MCO40 and check out. Save a little bit of money on your purchase. Peace out, duelists. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out MCO40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCO40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcogames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.